I.S.U.P.K.
And as the people of this Bible, we have certain rules, regulations, and commandments that the Most High laid down for us that we cannot deviate from. The reason why we suffer the way we do is because we've gone astray. We've been conditioned. We've been indoctrinated to follow a people who know nothing but murder and death.
Right.
And since the time when we were young, we've been conditioned over and over again. You know how it is when you hit that alarm clock every morning, get up and go to work to that slavery, to that place you wish you didn't have to go to, but you have to so you can feed your family.
That's right.
Every single day, again and again. So before long, you don't need the alarm clock anymore. Right. You've been conditioned. You get up on your own before the alarm even goes off. And that's what America has done to us. It's conditioned us to follow after people who know nothing but rape, robbery, and murder. And one of the earliest forms of that conditioning is that Pledge of Allegiance. Every little kid in America was taught to put their hand over their heart and worship a flag and the symbolism that know nothing but slaughter and death. That's what it stands for. That's what you're pledging your allegiance to. That's what's pledging your oath to. That's what you're promising. That's what you're agreeing to. That is what you're connecting yourself to. Murder and death. Let me get Matthew 5:33. That's not what the Most High prescribed for us. Those laws, statutes, and commandments. Those rules and regulations that we're to follow. We're not to follow after another people. We're not to pledge any agreements to another nation.
Right.
Our allegiance lies to the Most High.
Right.
Christ. That's what we're supposed to follow. To walk in His statutes and commandments. We're not to follow any other people. But since we were small, since we were young, that's what we were taught to do. And then over time, it becomes easier and easier. So when you become an adult, you don't see anything wrong with MLK telling you to hold hands with the oppressor.
Right.
He told you straight off the bat that his dream was rooted in the American dream. And the American dream was to slaughter the Native American Indians. Was to take their land, give them smallpox. So when you pledge allegiance, that's what you're pledging your allegiance to. To put your hand over your heart. The Lord said your heart is wicked. Who can know it? So you definitely don't want to follow after that. But let's hear what the Lord said about promising and agreeing and following after another nation and giving you your heart when you're not supposed to. Let's hear what He had to say about that.
Matthew chapter 5, verse 33. Again, ye have heard that it hath been said by them of old time, Thou shalt not forswear thyself, but shalt perform unto the Lord thine oaths.
That's right. You're not to swear to any others. And it was said aforetime, or said alive as of old, because that's what they said in the Old Testament. It's nothing new. Since the time of Moses and the Levitical laws, you're not to swear at all, let alone some oath to a country who does nothing but murder and kill, and have taught your babies to murder and kill. Right. Imagine if you were orphan and some stranger came and took your kids after you've long dead gone and taught them to murder their own people. To teach them that it's okay to sell drugs, to murder your brother. To teach it's okay to throw away a sister, to sleep with her, throw away, give her to another brother, and you just move on to the next. That's what we've been taught.
That's right.
Not to take care of a sister, not to have that responsibility. And you forswear that oath when you pledge that allegiance to America. That's what it symbolizes. to America and the republic for which it stands.
Right.
A republic is a monarch or a head of state.
He can.
We have a king. Our king is Christ. Not the Donald Trump, not Joe Biden, definitely not Kamala Harris. You're not a Democrat, you're not a Republican, you aren't any of these things. To align yourself with that particular party, you align yourself with everything that they symbolize, what America symbolizes. America says that it's okay for a man to fall upon a man. You can marry a man now. That's what America symbolizes. That's what they stand for.
We playing with it.
They playing with it.
No, say have sex with a man.
To have sex with another man. That's what America stands for.
Right.
That's what that. So when you pledge that allegiance, that's what you're pledging to. You're pledging to saying that's okay.
Right.
That a woman can sleep with another woman.
Right.
As the brother was bringing out earlier, have women with plastic rods just so they can sleep with another woman. When you pledge your allegiance, that's what you are pledging your oath to. The Most High definitely isn't with that. Keep on going.
Verse 34. But I say unto you, swear not at all, neither by heaven, for it is God's throne.
Now here's Christ saying, not only should you not pledge yourself, but you shouldn't swear at all.
Right.
Especially on the Most High's name. So when it says under God, indivisible, you're profaning the Most High's name. Because everything in America symbolizes, he's totally against. He's in opposition. You are anti-Christ. Because that's not what Christ said. He said he prefer you swear not at all.
I can step in before we concept.
So right here, Christ is saying he prefer you swear not at all. He didn't destroy the law. He came to increase it. Not only he increased it by saying you shouldn't swear under anything, because you can't swear to God or swear anything else, because it's not, you didn't create it, and you can't forswear by it, making yourself a liar, following after these heathen customs, like pork, eating pork, crab, and lobster. We were also conditioned conditioned to do those things. That's a meal that was given you during the time of slavery. Right. When you knew nothing but, when you didn't know freedom or liberty. So they gave you the guts. That's what you were, a gut eater. And so they gave you the inside of an animal, the guts covered in feces, and you're gonna wash them off and cook that. Believe me, the Most High definitely didn't have that for our people. You know how disgusting that is? Right. You can't think of any other food that if I told you that it had fecal matter covered in it, that you would actually wash it off, sit down and cook that. But that's what we've been conditioned to do. Right. We were given it over and over again, so now they don't have to force you to eat the pork anymore. You do it willingly. Call it a delicacy, right. Almost. So that's what's going on with us when we step away from those laws, statutes, and commandments and begin to condition ourselves to transgress the law. And you do it every single time you pledge allegiance to that flag. You profane the name of the Most High. And there was nothing indivisible about this particular nation. Never been one nation. You've never been a part of America. You had one sister, what's her name? Miriam Iris Carey. She thought she was a part of the nation. Right. So the sister had a grievance. The sister had an issue that she thought she could go to the heads of state, to the men in Washington to get some relief. And for her trouble, they put 26 bullets in her direction with her 18-month-old infant in the backseat of the car. Right. Put one in her arm, 3 in her back, and 1 in her head. That's what they think of. That's what America thinks of you. You've never been a part of America. There's no freedom or liberty for all for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. But when you transgress the law, that's what happens. We suffer for it.
Take a step back on
We suffer. So that sister thought that it was one nation under the Most High, when everything about this nation says we're in opposition to the Most High. So don't join yourself to the slave master, or you'll receive the plagues that the Most High has set for him. One of them called Corona, the coronavirus. So when you join yourself in his Thanksgiving holidays and Christmas and all the other wickedness that this place pronounces that's okay, then you'll give grandma COVID. Now the whole family's wiped out. Mother, children, daughter, everybody got the COVID and just died. Now they got a new strain out. And you don't even know if the vaccine is going to cover that new strain. His Most High is punishing us for transgressing his laws. And when you join the slave master, you'll join in that punishment as well. But the Lord said that we are a separate people, holy unto himself. So when you separate yourself from your oppressor, you separate yourself from these plagues.
Nobody tell you crack. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you are a black man like me. And it's worth something.
My whole life was trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, so packed, I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to rhythm man blues, call this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good wreck. Sometimes a follower is a soldier, trying to find a good shepherd. Plus when you in hell, how do you excel? Wisdom the breath of life, I don't believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain, something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord? Got a tongue like a two-edged sword.